Here to the Strawberry Festival. How you doing, Tampa Bay? I'm Paul LAGRONE. It is so great to be with you here tonight. Thank you for joining us. Welcome to my hometown, Plant City. Here we are, coming to you live from the Strawberry Festival, really the heartbeat of Plant City. And it celebrates the industry that gives the town life, gives the people here purpose, and really drives the local economy here as well. Plant City is a place I know personally. This is my hometown. I was raised here. I grew up here. I went to school here, went to church here, and on these very fairgrounds here behind me, I conquered some of my childhood fears, working up the courage to go on the big scary rides like the Super Loop and the pirate ship. But over these last few days, I spent some time here rediscovering the place that I grew up in and once called home. And I found out that the festival is actually far more than just a symbol of Plant City. It's really the very root of the town's history, and it is now planting the seeds of a very promising future. These are the fields of dreams, work, and struggle. A town so closely connected to the soil, many think it's named after the plant itself. But Plant City actually gets its name from the railroad tycoon, Henry Plant, who developed the west coast of Florida. Once the town had the train, farmers had a way of delivering their product north, and the Strawberry Festival was born.
86 years ago, there was a small group of farmers that decided to host an event that would celebrate the harvest that got them through some really, really tough times.
Jennifer Morgan is a farmer's daughter who grew up on the fields and the festival. She's now one of the organizers who took on the risk of putting on the event during a pandemic. What does this year in particular mean to pull this off?
It's incredibly important for us this year to be able to host this event for our city, for the kids in that livestock arena, for the churches that come here, that make a considerable amount of money that gives back to their youth organizations. We are blessed to have vendors and exhibitors and concessionaires that come here, and most of them, Paul, a year ago, this was their last festival that they were able to reap benefit from. Their livelihoods are at stake. So we would be remiss if we didn't host this event for that specific purpose.
But the fruits of the festival extend far beyond the fields. It extends to the town itself, which after years of talks and some setbacks along the way, is now finally starting to see some new developments, and some major projects are ripening, seeding money right back into the city. What's going on in this town?
You know, Paul, it's really exciting what's happening in Plant City. For many years, if we were known for anything, it was strawberries, which we were very proud of. You know, maybe the festival, if we were lucky enough for people to know who we are. But we really kind of come into our own.
Jake Austin is the president of the Plant City Economic Development Corporation. He says in the past 6 years, the city has announced over 50 new projects, closing in on $1 billion in capital investment, creating 2,500 new jobs. Those are new people working, living, and spending money in a town with easy access to Tampa and Orlando.
Oddly enough, that's where our city got its roots, was from logistics, from the railroads and agribusiness. And here we are in 2021, and it's coming full circle, and that's what's making us who we are today.
I was going to say that you were saying this is...
That's progress in motion.
This is the biggest development that Plant City has seen in a long time?
Correct. Downtown Plant City in particular has not seen a new building constructed in decades. So this is going to be the first of hopefully many.
And perhaps no building is more impressive than the new corporate headquarters for Wish Farms. CEO Gary Wisnatsky gave us a tour of this strawberry palace that looks more like a Google office building. 3 floors, 20,000 square feet, half glass and steel, half original wood from the property. It has a slide from the 2nd floor. There's even a treehouse meeting room designed from the Treehouse guys from the DIY Network. So when they came to you and said, hey, we have this idea, we want to build a treehouse at your company headquarters, what did you say?
No, actually, I went to them.
It's a long way from where they started back in 1922, and their last office, 2 trailers. They used to hold their meetings in the local coffee shop. Now, their meeting rooms look like this.
It's the culmination of a lot of dreams and ideas we've had over the past couple dozen years, and it's finally coming to fruition here.
But it's not just big companies investing in Plant City.
I grew up here, obviously, hence the name Roots.
Brandon SNYDER is a restaurant owner who moved to Denver to launch his career, then to South Florida to learn the restaurant business. But after his dad got sick, he came back home to take care of him and decided to stay.
And the way the community really took care of me and took care of our family after he was gone, it made me fall in love even more with the small town.
So in essence, you rediscovered your hometown.
Oh, absolutely. And then with everything that's happening here too, it's becoming a fun place to be.
Brandon has now opened not 1, but 2 new places in Plant City, Roots Cellars and Roots Tap Room and Wine Bar.
I never thought that I was a small town guy. I wanted to move to Denver. I wanted to live in Las Vegas and do all this kind of stuff. But to be able to build something for not only the community that supports you, but also with your family surrounding you is what really made me decide to do it here.
Project this out for me. 10 years, 20 years, what do you think is going to be going on here?
Plant City will still have its what makes us special. We will still have that small town feel, but we'll be evolved into something new and hopefully something that attracts folks from all across the country that want to be a part of something that's close to the major attractions, close to all the happenings in Tampa and Orlando, but can kind of come home to a place where they feel warm, they feel welcome, they have new opportunity, they have something that frankly you can't find anywhere else along I-4.
Little slice of heaven, huh?
That's right. That's right.
Little slice of heaven. You can write a song about it, can't you? Well, in ways, I've actually rediscovered my hometown over these last few days, being here and seeing all the new things that are coming to Plant City. And it all comes full circle right back here to the Florida Strawberry Festival, which brings in 600,000 visitors every single year. Think about that. That's almost half the population of Hillsborough County. It brings in $26 million in direct tourism spending to this area, and it really gives Plant City the kind of attention that you couldn't buy on Madison Avenue in a national ad campaign. Everyone knows about the Florida Strawberry Festival, and by extension, they know the town of Plant City with its close proximity and connection to Tampa and Lakeland and Orlando. It really personifies the I-4 corridor, which is where they see the future of development right along here. So it's in a great position. The economic impact is felt not just here, but really throughout the Hillsborough County region. So a lot of cool things are happening here. But while the festival is happening this year, there are some changes from years past for obvious reasons. Here's a look at what you can expect if you plan on heading out here over the next couple of weeks. We want to let you know about this. This is the 86th year of the Strawberry Festival. It's got the railroad theme this year, which is apropos given what we just talked about with its history and how the railroad really helped those farmers deliver their product north. But the big concerts on the main stage, anyway, that has been canceled this year. And while they're looking forward to having them back next year, they actually have live music venues scattered all throughout the festival grounds. You probably hear the drums behind me. They're doing a sound check and getting ready for some music there. But all the rides, all the livestock shows, the ground entertainment and concessions, that's all going to continue as normal. Masks are strongly being recommended while outside on festival grounds, and I can tell you, just being here, we're seeing people abide by that. They're wearing their masks or face shields. They actually are required inside the buildings and the tents. And staff will monitor the capacity here to make sure that there are people are doing that. And they've got 100 different hand sanitizing stations scattered all throughout the festival grounds here as well. So safety's top of mind as they made the decision to have the festival